That's right, Justin. And yeah, a beautiful day so far. It is a little bit more humid than yesterday, but I'm not complaining because it's very, very comfortable and nice out here. Another exciting day here at Summerfest grounds. A lot of great acts are lined up for the weekend for everyone to enjoy, from Chance the Rapper to 21 Pilots to legendary bands like Styx. You won't want to miss it. There is one thing, though, we can't stress enough, that is get here early, because between COVID restrictions and parking, you got to be prepared. Let's talk about COVID protocols first this morning. Well, there weren't any major issues getting people through the gates on day one. Some people were caught off guard because they didn't know about the new COVID protocols. Remember, to get inside, you either have to show proof that you are vaccinated or you have to show a negative COVID test. Now, if you don't have time to get a COVID test, Summerfest is offering rapid testing at the north and south gates.
And you come over to the tent, you swab both sides for 5 seconds and wait 10 minutes, and then they'll tell you one line is negative and 2 lines is positive.
If you do opt to take a COVID test here instead of taking one beforehand, you will be charged $25. People are also being urged to get to the grounds really early, which means knowing ahead of time how you plan to get to Summerfest and then how you're going to get home. It's going to be a really busy time in the Milwaukee area, so really, we can't stress it enough. Just make sure that you plan ahead. As far as parking goes, if you are planning to drive, lots open at 9 in the morning, and they do fill up fast. They're first come, first served basis. Preferred parking is $25 a day. Premier parking is $40 a day. And there are more lots nearby throughout the area, but those prices all vary. As far as transportation goes, if you don't want to deal with finding a parking spot, the Summerfest shuttle returns this year. Those will start at 9 every morning, and then they will run every 30 minutes. You can get on at 3 different locations. There's College Avenue, State Fair Park, and Brown Deer. Round-trip tickets are $12, and you can get them at the shuttle, but if possible, you are encouraged to buy them ahead of time. Kim Shine is also here this morning. You are the expert on all things Shaggy. He's going to be here tomorrow night performing right here.
Yes, and this is the first time he's performing at Summerfest.
So cool.
That is amazing. I mean, I can't believe, honestly, that he's never been here before, because he's been in the business for so long.
Right, and you actually talked to him, and he said he didn't even really remember if he had been here because he's performed so much. So we can get into that in a little bit here.
Yes, we can. I mean, Shaggy, he has been in this business since the 90s. He has not stopped making music that everybody loves. Take a listen at one of these songs. Maybe you know it.
It's a song that it dance and it's hard to harm. The bold, maybe rocky, you can cry, just never give up.
Now, we're talking reggae, reggae pop, dancehall. Shaggy is one of the pioneers of these genres, and he really helped solidify them on the music charts here in the U.S. He has won 2 Grammys and has been nominated for 7 of them. He's worked with artists from all kinds of backgrounds, including Sting, and their album was one of those Grammy wins. Now, as for Summerfest, Shaggy says that he is just excited to be back here on stage because he's back with a live audience.
Well, you know, when you're doing something that you love, that you're very passionate about, the reward from it is that satisfaction that you get from people to know that you can put smiles on their face and affect them. And that is a level of fulfillment that comes with that, you know, and makes you feel like, yeah, you know, it's worth it.
Okay, so I asked Shaggy, you know, you're coming here, what are you going to do with the traditions here?
Yeah, of course.
Because Wisconsin, you know, we got cheese curds, all that stuff. He actually told me about a story from Minneapolis, you know, one of our sister states here.
Yeah.
And he went to their state fair.
Yes.
And people were asking him, are you going to try the cookies? Are you going to try the cookies? And so he did an interview in New York with another station. That producer was from Minneapolis, asked him about the cookies at the state fair.
Sweet Martha's cookies? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know all about them, too. Right? Yeah, being from Minnesota, yeah.
So traditions, they mean something.
Oh,
and so
my gosh,
when
yes.
he comes here, you got to ask him to do some of the stuff that is big in Wisconsin.
Yes, he's got to have a brat. He's got to have some cheese curds. Of course, he's got to drink some beer. All of the above, right? To really get the full Milwaukee experience.
That is right. And he'll be here Saturday night at the stage. So maybe you can get him when he gets off the stage.
Yeah, and I mean, just so cool that you got to talk to him and got to ask him all those questions. And We can't wait to find out what people think about his performance. I think they're going to love it. I think that's kind of a no-brainer.
I was just going to say the same thing. Like